Welcome back, all my 40K fanatics out there. I'm DJ here with Tim's Nation to bring you my list that will be taking on Lane and the Adeptus Custodes later on today. So, I did a list construction preview earlier on over the weekend. So I'm going to make this a quick video just to kind of showcase and talk about what I'm bringing, the tail of the tape, the contenders of the Necrons, and what we're going to be playing today. As always, guys, please subscribe, like, turn on the bell for notification, get notified on all the content that we bring you here on the channel, including this battle report when it goes live. Like I said, I want to do this video quick because I already did a very in-depth, detailed discussion on this list. Check that out on the channel. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we're bringing today. All right, here it is. So this is going to be an Awakened Dynasty. And if things go well, this will also be on a list I will be taking this weekend to a tournament. So with that being said, we are going to be bringing 3 10-man squads of Immortals, 2 of which with Tesla that can advance and shoot. They will have a Overlord with Translocation Shroud. This will allow them to get the auto advance 6. They both have a Chronomancer with them, so they can shoot and then move again. And then we have 2 Crypt Thralls just to give us some extra wounds. Our third squad of Immortals is going to be the one that has the Gauze Blasters. They will be led with an Overlord on foot, also having a Plasmancer and the Crypt Thralls for a little extra support. Also on the ground, we're going to have a 10-man squad of Lich Guard. This 10-man squad of Lich Guard is going to be led by an Overlord with the Staff of Light. That Staff of Light is in there so I can spend a command point when they advance to give them Assault, which therefore means they could complete actions, which is going to be very important for this list. As well with the Immortals, our Overlords, I should say, with the Immortals, they are able to reduce battle tactic strats to 0 once per battle round for those units. There is 2 battle tactic strats in the Awakened Dynasty that I'm really looking forward to using with this list, being able to boost my combat profile with +1 strength, +1 AP, or getting full rerolls to hit within half range. We do have the Veil in this list, and it's going to be on the Plasmancer with the Immortals. And we do have the Subjugator on an Overlord so that we can give our Locust Heavy Destroyers 2s to hit. Let's jump over to these guys. 2 3-man squads of Locust Heavy Destroyers. If I need to, I can put these guys near the Subjugator to get +1 to hit, so I'm hitting on 2s to really make sure I can hammer home those shots. Otherwise, hitting on 3s still ain't bad. Toyed around with putting in a Locust Lord, but honestly, it was just better for me to put the points aside and get more of the actual guns. Felt better, looks better. We'll see how it works. Then you have the Convergence of Dominion and a Canoptic Reanimator. So I like the Canoptic Reanimator because I feel like it's a distraction piece. I'd call it a distraction Carnifex, but we actually have Carnifexes in our game. It is a distraction, and it's still very resilient. And I think that some of the weapons that people would shoot at that could go into something else and would help keep it alive. If not, and this thing gets in a really strong position, it can really help, especially since, once again, Awakened Dynasty, after a unit gets shot or hit in combat, I can interrupt that attack sequence of my opponent's turn, not the attack. Once a unit has fully resolved all its hits, don't take me the wrong way on that one. I apologize if that was misleading. But after a squad finishes shooting hits and wounds, I can spend a command point and reanimate D3 +1. Well, if that reanimator is nearby, that's another D3. It's going to make those Immortals very difficult to move. I won't say impossible, but very difficult to move. And then we have a Resorb in each squad for the end of phase for D6 models. The Convergence is going to give me a 6-up Feel No Pain. This is going to be really nice in the early goings of the game if I do not go first, so I don't get hit and lose too many guys too early and can kind of wean off. Plus, it still works later into the game. Putting the Convergence up in front, I mean, if someone wants to shoot at that, then they're not shooting at my Reanimator or something else that's a higher value piece. And 60 points really ain't that bad. So we got 2 more units. First, we'll go into the Flayed ones. So we have a 5-man squad of Flayed ones. They have Stealth. They have Infiltrate. So their primary goal is going to be cleansing, which I haven't talked about yet, but I am going to be going fixed secondaries as I've been with this list with Storm Hostile Objective and Cleanse. And last but not least, the centerpiece of this army, going to be doing some more work on him, getting him finished up for tournaments here soon, and that is Illuminator Szeras. Szeras makes everything work for this list, giving +1 AP to battle line units within range of his aura, giving armor of contempt to those same units. Szeras is the backbone of this army, and he is tough to move himself. Toughness 9, 8 wounds, 2 up save, 4 up invuln, 4 up feel no pain, and we are coming out of Awakened Dynasty. So for 1 command point, when he dies, we can stand him back up at the end of the phase with half of his runes remaining. Yeah, got that all out in one breath. That is a lot of abilities. So that is what we're testing out. That's what we're trying at this time. And I have high hopes because Szeras has been mean. So I am playing fixed secondary. So I'm going to be doing Storm Hostile because of the Immortals and the threats that they can put on objective markers, and Cleanse. I chose Cleanse over Deploy Teleport Homers because of the fact that I don't want my opponent to be able to block me from center. And I believe Deploy is, I'm saying the right one, to be able to block me from center. With that being said, I don't have a strong aggressive play into someone's backfield to be able to get those points back later. My army can do a good job with no man's land, but that's as far as we really get. Next up, Storm Hostile again. We play a good objective game. So Cleanse, the reason I like Cleanse is because of the fact over deploys, because then we're not fighting over center. And if I get into center, I can still score 2 points off of it. I don't know, it feels more comfortable, so I don't have to completely telegraph. I'm already telegraphing. I'm doing these 2 secondaries, and that makes me feel better that I'm not completely telegraphing the entire game plan. And still give me some control. So there's that. And then I'm not going to be gaining any extra command points because I'm not discarding any cards. I'm not getting any cards. So it's just going to be the set CP. But I have a lot of ways to zero out 2 very important battle tactic stratagems. So as long as I'm patient, I should be okay with command points, but we'll see. This is going to be going into Custodies. Custodies are right up there at the top of the meta too. So we'll see how this does. If I don't feel comfortable with it, I got a couple other things to do, but this is going to be a very, very good gatekeeper on if I can do decent win to Custodes with what I'm currently running, then I should be fine for this weekend. All right, guys. Well, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.